so welcome to Mastering Website Design with No Knowledge of Coding. My name is Matthew and I'll be your host. Alright, so before we go into mastering the website and what tools we'll be using and how to create it, I need to explain two major features for you. But before I do that, I need to say something. Now, what we'll be using is a tool known as WordPress. Now, everybody knows WordPress, but it is very important that you distinguish between WordPress.com and WordPress.org. Now, WordPress.com is a company that enables you create your website and do other things. They host your website and all. That's not what we're going to be using. We're going to be using WordPress.org, which is the software that enables us to create different type of websites, and we get the hosting ourselves. All right, so now the first thing we're going to do that enables us host the website ourselves, and we'll design the whole features. Now back to the two features. Now, what are the two features? The two features I need you to understand before we move forward is the hosting and the domain. I'm going to use an analogy to explain this. Now, what is the hosting? Your hosting is like the shop you have in a physical world. All right, so the shop where you put your products and what the things you sell. Now, that shop, you pay a monthly or weekly or yearly rent for it. It's the same thing as your hosting. Your hosting is where you put your website online. All right, and we pay probably the same way in monthly, yearly, weekly, depending on what actually suits you. All right, then we talk about the domain name. So what is your domain name? So like your physical shop has an address or a location. That is also the same way with your domain name. It is the address or the location of your website on the internet. All right, so you need to pick a domain name that actually satisfies the name of your business and what you want people to perceive at the first glance. All right, when they see the name, what do you want people to know about your business? All right, so you can have a domain like brandsdigital.com. You can have google.com. All those names are there, but it's one thing that you choose a domain name that is unique and different from everybody's own. All right, now, so the thing is, you may have a domain in your mind or something you actually have, but somebody probably may be using it. So the first thing to do is to check if anyone is using your domain. Now, for my hosting and my domain name, I love using Namecheap. Why is this? Majorly is because of their price and the speed of the site. All right, now they offer at a very, very unique price. So look at it. Who offers you a .com domain at 0.98? Now, this is sure a promo, but it is good. So if you're seeing this video right now, make sure you take advantage of this. Now, the first thing to do is to check, okay, is my domain registered? And I'm going to show you in a quick example what it looks like. So I'm just going to put my business domain and show you that it is registered and you cannot actually take it. Let's search. Alright, so we notice that this is already taken, so you cannot actually okay, this is not my domain. I think I made a mistake, but now this domain is not taken. Now, if it was totally my domain, I think I made mistake in the spelling of the digital. Now you notice that it cannot be bought. Now, so since this one is not taken, we just add it to cart, and let's see. Now it has been added to cart. All right, now before we go into our checkout, the next thing we're going to need is our hosting. Now, it's popular that if you need a website which is WordPress, you need a WordPress manager, but it's not fully compulsory. So if you want to go for it, you are totally at liberty to go for it, and it's actually good, it's easy, it's fast and all. But for these, I just want you to get the hosting, and because probably you're still starting in your new business, you love to go for the shared hosting, which is economical to you. But if you're looking for something better, I would not advise you to go for shared hosting when you're creating a e-commerce website. So it's not something I'll advise you to do. So let's get started. And for this, I'm just going through the Stellar, which is a new plan, which is the first and the more affordable. So if you're small business, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get a domain name. You're going to get a website, 3 websites, so you can create 3 websites under this your domain storage. All right, so you're going to get a 20 gig SSD and free CDN. All right, so this is actually good. So we are just going to get started. And so now what we're going to look at here is so this is your place. So we have your hosting and we have your domain. It's checked. Look at it up. It's checked. So this is the total price. You're going to pay $31.4. So we click on add to cart, and this is it. Now if you are a new if you're just using if you're using Namecheap for the first time, this code, you apply this new this coupon code. Once you apply it, it will slash your price down to the amount of the domain you actually saw at the intro. This is the place where you see the domain for $0.something. Now you notice that I cannot get it because I already have an account. All right, so I will need to start with a new account to actually get this. So once you do that, you click on apply, and okay, so once you do that, you click on apply and it will slash the price. So we're just going to confirm orders because I really don't have that. So all right, now it's actually telling me to create an account because I think I'm not signed in yet. So if you are that person, you need to sign in. All right, you need to sign in. You need to create an account if you're new, so that this thing will be added to you. Let me get in my code. I think I have a 2-step verification for security reasons. And if you've seen this course, you want to help people run their site, I would advise you to actually do this for the safety of the site. All right, so you choose what type of payment. So my card is already included here, so I think I need to cover this stuff. So my card, you can choose to use PayPal, you can choose to fund your Namecheap account and pay directly. You can choose to use your card directly, and you continue. But I don't think I want to continue with this because I will be charged and I don't want that. So now once you click it, and you to take it to your payment where you pay and you're done. So once that is done, you'll be charged and you'll be sent everything you need on your mail. So I will not be able to open my mail because those are very, very, very crucial details, and I will not want to get them out on the internet. All right, so once you're done with that, you'll be able to log into your dashboard. They will send you all the infos on your mail, so do well to get that. So I'm just going to go to my dashboard and you will see how it's looking, and I'll show you how to navigate from your dashboard. Now, so this is it. So we have our dashboard and everything is here. So just give your site a couple of an hour or so, the security will be automated. All right, you don't need to do anything. The security for your site will be automated by your hosting company, so it will come automatically. And I'll just go to this stuff here. You can just click on and go to cPanel. You can also go to host listing, and you to still direct to your cPanel. So you can just click on cPanel and to bring you back here. All right, so that's just 2 ways to access it. I think there should be more. Now what we'll be doing is we'll be installing WordPress. Now this is my domain, so I use the subdomain. All right, and if it's still a new stuff, you can still you do the same thing. So I'm just going to take it there right away. Now what we'll do is we'll click on install. So we're going to be installing WordPress. Now I already have WordPress on this site, so I'm just going to use my testing site. Yes, and because it's secured, I'll do a quick installation and install. So it will take a couple of minutes, then our WordPress site is installed. And that's it. So our site is properly installed, and we're just going to go to the admin panel. All right, so welcome to WordPress. Welcome to your WordPress dashboard. Welcome. So you finally done the first stage, and it's pretty simple, right? Now I think I needed to say this. Now if you don't have money to just host everything online, you can still go. I'll drop my second video where I'll show you how to do that with a local hosting. So you don't need to not permit yourself to learn because of you actually don't have the money to do that. All right, so you can also use these to create your first personal website for yourself. All right, now so the first thing we're going to be doing is where I'm just going to give you a very big dive in of everything here. All right, so it's going to be pretty fast. Now if you want to see the front end of our site, you see my blog, you click on it, it will take you to the front end. Now the front end of your site is basically what the people will see. So what we are seeing right now is the front end, is what the whole world is gonna really see. All right, now the back end is where you make all the tweaks, the changes, the editing and all. Now because you are an admin, you'll be able to go through both sides. All right, so let me just go back to the back end. Now let me copy this link if I can do the search. All right, so I copied this link. I'm going to show you how your site will look if you are not an admin. So I'm just going to use an Elementor tab, and let's open this up. All right, so this is how your site is going to be looking like, and so it's nothing. So this is not what we're going to be doing right now. So welcome to the back to the dashboard. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to give you an overview like I promised, and it's going to be very quick. All right, because we are about to explore like for real, and just get your groove on because you're becoming a web developer. All right, so the first thing we're going to look at is your dashboard. So this is what your dashboard is comprised of. Every tools you install will be here. So there's nothing much. You can decide to just make this place empty by drawing this down the screen option. So any other thing, we love our site help, so we want to know the status, but I don't think this, I don't need this, I don't need quick draft, I don't need WordPress events, I don't need WordCom, and basically just two things are important to me. We'll move this here. All right, so just this, just the dashboard. Now the next thing is we're going to look at the post. Now if you're creating a blog, so anytime you want to write the post so people can actually see it, you just click on add new and you create your post. All right, so that's what majorly for blogs. The post is just majorly for blog, like I said. Now the next thing we're going to be looking at is all right, so this is how the post, so you just create your post and your text, you put in your text here and everything. So if you want to add images, we use this block, and this is called Gutenberg. I hope I'm pronouncing that well. So you can add images, so it's a drag and drop stuff, and it's very easy. All right, so let me just go back. This is not what this is just part of what we'll be looking at, but what I'm going to be showing you are totally easy, and how we'll put your website together in no time. You'll be mind blown. So now this is about posts. You see all your posts, you can categorize, you can add tags. Now media is where all the images, the videos, the files you're going to be using are going to be stored in. Now it's very important I say this, please do not put in videos directly onto your site. Your web hosting will kick you off. Your site will be very slow and it may even crash. Now pages are where we'll be creating all our pages. Then comments and appearance is themes. All right, theme are what makes your site look the way it is. So I'm just going to open this in a new tab. So themes are what makes your site look the way it is. All right. Okay, so this is what our front end is looking like. And like I told you, your theme is generally what people will see. All right, this is what people will see when they come into our website right away. Now let's just go back and I'll talk about the rest. So your plugins are, they're just extra add-ons and software that enables you expand the functionality of WordPress. All right, so basically this is everything about WordPress. Now we'll need plugins to create so many things, to add social media icons, to add a shopping cart, to add an e-commerce website, a lot of them, and most of this you'll be seeing, all right, because it's going to be more of practical than I'm just going to be explaining. All right, so the users, okay, this is where you can actually create users, give people listen permission to become users on your site so they can actually log in and all. So the tools are basically things like available tools, import, export, and all. So all this we're going to be looking into them deeply as we go on. Okay, so I'm just going to make this class very fast. Okay, so the last one I'm going to go deep into is the settings. All right, I'm going to go deep into the settings and we're going to make so many few changes. All right, so start with the general. Now the general talks about your theme, the name of your website. Okay, so this is where we're going to be changing our website. We're going to be giving it a name. So basically if you're doing this site for somebody, it should be the name of the company or the business. Okay, so I'm just going to put in brands/digital, and here I'm going to put in Learn Digital. All right, so now like I said, this is the title, that's the name of your business. Your tagline could be a motto. All right, and it's not really compulsory that to be on your site, but it's just important you actually put it there. All right, so we're gonna leave all this one, so anyone can register. If you want to tick that, I'm just going to leave it. Then you can now this is what every person that register on your site, what do you want to call them? Do you want to call them subscribers, contributors, author, editor, or what? So I best you leave it this way. Okay, and if you're creating a website that actually register students and you're using a learning management system which we call LMS, okay, it's a system that enables you to create courses on your website. I really have that stuff in my pro class and I wish you actually would take it. All right, so in my pro class I'll be talking in depth about website creation. I'll be showing you how to create a sales page. I'll show you how to create an e-commerce website, an affiliate website. I don't know if you've heard about this expert narrative, you've heard about Amazon affiliate. I'll be showing you how to integrate affiliate into your website so that you have other people creating their own logins, creating their own account as an affiliate and selling your product for you. I'm going to be going deep down into many of this stuff in my pro class. I don't know if you actually got this free one from my ad, you might have seen it, or I'll also put the link for you to actually check it out. It's very affordable. All right, so let's continue. So we'll save these changes. Then the next thing I want to talk about is reading. All right, and I'll just go there and show you the things we're going to be doing there right away. So first we'll make this a static, but now we cannot make it a static basically because we have not created any page. So we'll come back to this later on. So I'm just going to save this, and the last on this, it's the permalink. All right, okay, so we're going to put this as post name. Okay, why we're doing this is because when you put it as post name, it doesn't give figures. Okay, and Google SEO, which is search engine optimization, will be able to really pick your site, and your site will be optimized. This is one of the ways to optimize your site. All right, so we'll click on this, we'll leave this as save. Now it's time to build our website. I love how I say that stuff though. Okay, so it's time to build the site, and the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be installing our theme. Now if you come back to the front end, you notice this is how it is, and it's looking dull. So we're going to be installing one very important theme, and it is widely being used. It's used on major sites. So with that theme is what we call Astra. Okay, it is very popular theme, and Astra gives you a lot of features. Okay, so you just click on add and you see upload theme. Don't click on upload, and the stuff will load up pretty soon. Okay, so Astra gives you a lot of features that many other themes will not really give to you, and I'll be showing you that right now. So we're going to click on install to install this theme. Now I'm going to click on activate. Alright, so Astra is activated on our site. If you come to the front end of the site, we'll try to refresh this and you notice the change. Now this is how Astra basically looks, okay? And once we start creating changes, you're going to notice the whole changes on this system. So we have the brands digital here, which is the name of our website, and basically that's all for now, and we're going to be making other changes as time goes on. All right, so let's go back to the back end. Now if you want to optimize your site to make it fast, one of the things is do not leave unused themes or plugins on your site. So if you're not using them, you just try to take them out or just delete them, because a lot of this stuff consumes space on your site, and it is one thing that we are always trying to manage the available space on our site in order to make the site load fast. Because honestly, if you cannot offer your audience speed, a lot of people are going to leave your site. So another thing I want to talk to you about is, now in the pro course, I'm so sorry, I'm actually talking a lot about the pro course. So we're going to click on Astra options here. Now in the pro course, I'm going to be showing you how I have been able to scale and sell my skills so far, and I'm going to be showing you how to sell your skill. It's one thing to just be able to create website and all, but it's another thing to create website and get people and get customers who actually will beg you to actually create their site for you. And I'll be showing you how I've done this using a lot of tools. All right, in the pro course, which is mastering website creation without coding, and I'll be showing you how to make up to $100 monthly. This is awesome. Trust me, you really need to take that. Anyway, let's go back to what I'm talking about here. So now we've clicked on Astra options. So the thing is, this is the options, which were the header, the footer, and all, but I'm not going to be doing much on this aspect. All right, so all these are what is activated. You can learn more to activate all these ones, but you will need an Astra Pro. Okay, and I just want to use free tools for you. All right, so we're going to be installing the plugin Astra. Now we've installed the Astra plugin and it has activated. Now once we do that, it will bring you to this aspect of your site. Okay, I think mine was already activated, so make sure you install and activate. Just click on that link I showed you, and you will get to this place. Now there are a lot of themes to templates to choose from. Now what these templates help you do is it actually takes the work away from you and gives you a complete website. All right, I'm going to be showing you that pretty soon. So there are a lot of themes depending on the type of site you're actually creating. Now if we I'm just going to go up. Okay, I'm here already. So if you want to create, so we have different features. We have for agency, for restaurants, hotels and travel, construction, real estate. There are a lot of them. Now we have local businesses, we have personal care, professional. You can choose from any of this theme. For instance, let's go to the e-commerce and we'll click on online shop, and you see most of them. All right, you see most of them. But the thing is, if you do not have a premium Astra, you will not really be able to open most of this. And that's just the beautiful thing about getting the masterclass. It's because I'm going to be offering you most of these tools. Okay, you have access to them, you have access to all the tools I'm using, and I'm going to be showing you beautiful templates you're going to be using. For instance, in the masterclass where I'll be showing you how to create an e-commerce site, I'll be showing you a beautiful template I use and how I use them, how I use those templates to create different websites, and taking the whole stress from myself. You don't really need to be that creative to create the site. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to click on this local business, and we're going to be creating a courier delivery website. Okay, and there are a lot of themes on this, a lot of templates, I'm sorry to say, a lot of template on this, and I've chosen to use this. Oh, it's a premium template. Oh, you know, I was thinking I was going to use this because I have a premium Astra, but not to worry, we are going to look for a free template. Right, so we're going to look for a free template, and most of the courier delivery service templates here are actually pro. So I'm just going to show you another template. All right, so we're going to go for an agency now. Imagine you want to build an agency website. I'm going to be showing you how to do that. Also, you necessarily don't have to use template. You can create it all from scratch. Okay, you don't, it's not composed that okay you must use a template to create this site. All right, you can also do that from scratch, and I'm going to be showing you how to do that pretty soon. Okay, so first we're going to be using this digital agency template, and the first thing we need to do is we'll allow it to load up here. All right, so this is a beautiful template. All right, and it provides you with all the pages, which is your home, your about us, and your service and your contact us page. All right, so you can do well to upload files and logo here, but I will not advise you to. We'll just keep okay, so continue to. Now you can tell them about yourself if you want to, but I don't really want to do this. I don't want to receive newsletters from them, so I'll just click on submit and build my site. This probably will take some time, so you allow it to load up, and after it does that, we'll go into our website. Oh, congratulations, so our site has been created. Okay, so we'll just click to view sites, and I'll just cancel this. I don't really need that anymore. Now this is how our site is looking. Is that not simple? It is pretty simple. And the thing is, if you go through those templates I actually showed you in the past, you notice there are a lot of templates that are actually free, so you don't really have to worry. Now if you decide that you want to get the Pro Astra, I'm going to be dropping a link to get an Astra for Pro. Okay, so you can just get it. It's actually affordable. All right, so this is our theme, and this is our template. Sorry, this is how our site is looking. It's looking pretty beautiful. Now Astra installed few plugins for us. Okay, I'm just going to the back end of the site from this angle here, and let's just go here. Now we'll go to our plugins. So because at the templates that Astra offers us must function with certain software, or must function with certain plugins. So Astra went ahead to install Elementor for us. All right, and this is what we installed, the starter template which we use to get most of our templates. All right, then WP Forms also was installed by Astra. Now another thing I want to say is we want to speed up our site. We don't want it to be loading slow. Okay, you want people to have a very quick view of our site anytime they come to our website. Now we're going to be adding a new plugins. Now this is what I explained to you. Plugins add different functionality. One of those things, like I said, is okay, now we want to make our site fast. We want to increase the speed of our site, and one of the plugins we can actually use is called WP Fastest, if I get that right. There's something WP Fastest Catch also. I just hope I get it right. All right, so this is it. So what this plugin does, it's actually, so anytime anybody log into your site, or anytime a visitor actually visits your website, it kind of saves some stuff on the person's browser, okay, so that anytime they're visiting your site again, it will be easier and faster for them to load up your site. All right, so we've gotten that and it's activated automatically. You don't necessarily have to do anything. All right, so these are things the plugin does. Now Elementor, it's a website builder. Okay, it was actually installed by Astra. We could install it by ourselves the same way we actually just added a new plugin. So it's pretty simple. Just click on add new and you'll be able to do that. So now Elementor itself, it's a page builder. It's a drag and drop page builder. It helps you build your website. It helps you make certain changes. All right, so let's go to the front end of our site and see certain things. Now this is not our logo. We're going to be changing that. I'm going to be showing you how to change this text, and probably you want to add some other things. I'm going to show you how to do all of that right away. So the next thing we'll be looking at is our about us. Alright, so it's looking sleek, it's looking beautiful. So I'm going to be showing you how to make a lot of changes to this site. We have the contact us, we have a request the quote. Now because this is a digital marketing agency, probably somebody wants to get a quote on okay how you selling, what's I need this and this and this, so how much will it cost me and all. So this is what this button is for. So what we'll do immediately is just to go into our page builder, which is Elementor, and it's written here edit with Elementor. So first I want to go to our home page because this is where I want to make most of the changes. Also I'm going to be showing you another plugin which we'll use to reduce the sizes of our images. All right, and this plugin will enable us load our site a bit faster. So these are one of the things, these are tools that I use anytime my site is going to use them to boost up the speed of the site. Alright, so we're back to our home page. So what we're going to do, I'm just going to edit this with Elementor, and probably most times Elementor may take time to load, so just have a bit of patience and you will be there pretty soon. So as we wait for Elementor to load, I need to add certain plugins that will increase the functionality of our site and also the features that are available to Elementor. So what we'll do is we'll click on add new, and I'm going to be showing you the plugins we are going to use. So first, we're going to be installing the plugin I told you that will enable us to reduce the sizes of our images so that we can also make our site a bit faster. So I'm just going to use this. It's called Imagify, and so I'm going to click on install. We're going to install this. So the next plugin we're going to be looking at are add-ons that will enable Elementor add more features. Okay, it will add more features to our Elementor page builders. Now the thing is, Elementor also have a pro. Okay, so if you have an Elementor Pro, if you pay for it, I'm going to drop a link for that also. If you have an Elementor Pro, you'll be able to do all of these things these other add-ons I'm going to be installing will do. And it's actually good to have Elementor Pro because it will reduce the stress these external plugins actually give into your site. So we're going to be installing essential add-on for Elementor, and all this, it adds new features to your Elementor. Okay, it comes with 40 stunning free elements and includes advanced data table. Okay, so we're going to be installing Element Kit add-on. We're not going to be installing this. Okay, and there's something else. We already have the starter template. So we're going to install this, the Happy add-on. Now all this will increase the functionality of our Elementor. In a quick one, before I activate each one of them, let me show you this. Now this is our site, and like I told you, Elementor is a drag and drop. Okay, so I just want to show you something quickly before now if you notice, these are just the 3 features on Elementor. Now with those add-ons, once I activate them, those features will be added to this place. I will be able to make certain changes. All right, so let me activate each one of them. So click on installed plugins. And we're going to click on activate. Just take all this stuff here. Then on this bulk action, what we'll do is click on activate. I'll click apply. So for Imagify, you need to create an account for it. Then you'll be sent an API key. So make sure you put in the API key, and you will be done with that. Okay. So I'm not going to be doing that because it will take a lot of time. It's something you can do easily and fast. So just sign up for free, and you get everything you need. Now, welcome to Happy Add-on. So this you can also we're just going to run this through. So look for the features you actually want, and tick mark them. So there are a lot of them: image composer, image grid, and you can actually do well to check all of them depending on what you want. So I'm just going to click on next, then I'll just do next, then next. They also have a pro, but it's not necessary because you'll just be spending a lot of unnecessary funds. So it's best you just download the Elementor Pro than to get this individuals Pro. All right, now we'll come to this page builder, and what we're going to do is we're going to refresh this, okay, so that all those features we have added will be activated on our site. So let me just take this back to the front end so we can actually notice the changes we are doing on our site as we go on. All right, so as we've come to this, so this is the front end of our site. So every changes we're going to be making are going to be appearing here, like I already said before. So now Elementor, so let's go back to the site. Now if you click on this icon, you notice more features have been added to the site. So these are those plugins we installed, and these are the changes they bring to the site. So like I explained before, Elementor is a page builder. It enables you build your site now, and it's a drag and drop page builder, so it's pretty simple. Anybody can use and master them. Now you notice these are different features, these are different drag and drop. Now if you have Elementor Pro, you'll be able to unlock all these ones. They are pro, but basically for what we'll be doing, we just need the free Elementor. All right, and if you notice, we have many features here, and I will not be able to take everything. So as time goes on, you'll be able to get used to them. All right, now I'm going to talk about something else. This we call the section. All right, this general box is called a section. I'm just going to open one up. Yeah, so this whole box is called the section. Now in the section, you can edit the whole. Let me explain this pretty well. All right, so you can edit with this middle one. You can edit everything inside the general box. If you notice, there are two lines here. You can edit everything. All right, now with this, you can edit the inner section here, just this only line. And there's something that will appear here once we drag any feature into this box. Now what it does is it edits the content, and I'm just going to show you that pretty soon. Now imagine we just want to put a heading, which are big words, into this. So it's just drag and you drop it here. Now you notice this is a text. All right, now this features has appeared. What it does, it edits the content, which is the text. Once you click on it, it comes back to the text. Now let's imagine we come here. Now if I go back up to this and click on this icon, it brings me here. If I click on this one, it brings me here. Then if I click on the top, so each one of them edits different features, which I just showed you. So you can also click on the text and just type something. Now if you notice, we clean that. So if you click this, it's cool. You notice it actually changes. Now you can edit each one of this stuff. All right, so you can choose to resize the heading to small. You can choose to make it default, which is big or medium. You can change the HTML tag. We can make it 4. So depending on the tag you're going to be using. So depending on what, then we can go to style. What style does, it adds the color, it changes your topography. Topography is your font. You can add other features like stroke, shadows, and all right, so I just want to show you a lot about this page builder and what it actually can do. Now if you want to get out of this page builder and view your changes, you can just come here, click and view your page. All right, or you can right click and open in a new tab. So now I'm just going to change some few stuff here and I'm going to move out. Okay, so you can do well to change this stuff depending on what you want. So we just drag this out and you just click here and you just change this amazing business. You change the text, you click on this text, you change the text depending on what you want to do. It's all up to you. The whole design is up to you. So this is the icon. You can just click on icon library. Now we need to active we need to update. Okay, so just click on update and it will bring you here. So it prompts me to actually save. So in case I've done a work and I want to update, it's best you save first, which it will prompt you into, it will prompt you to do. So we're going to upgrade font, so click on continue. So after updating, it will take you back to Elementor. So you bring you back to Elementor. Now we're just going back to here. So this is called an icon bar. Okay, so you can change this icon if you wish. Elementor offers you a lot of them. So depending on what you want, you can just click on, let's say church, to open with church. You click on hospital, it will open few for you. So you just use those icons depending on what you want. So these are how you can make changes. So if you want to make changes to this image, you want to change this image, so what we do is click on the image and we'll just click here. Then if the image you're looking for, you don't have it on your site, you can click on upload, click on select. It will take you to your desktop where you can actually choose those image and insert them into your website. So basically, so we have the button, and here you can add your link, you can change the button names. So all these are very simple for you to do, very simple, and every change you make, you can update it and it will affect the front end of your site. So now I'm just going to do something quickly, and I'll just use, let me just go through this and click on this section. And what we want to do, I just want to add an image and a text. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to import this image here. All right, and I'm just going to choose a random image to use. I'm going to choose from here. Now when we imported our templates in, it came with different images. All right, so these are images that are stored. Yeah, so I'm just going to insert this, and you notice from, it should appear at the top. What happened? Okay, so it actually appeared at the top. Now what we can also do is I can choose to add text on this image. Okay, so unlike this, we can choose to make a lot of different changes here. So I can choose to add a text, but if you notice, the text will come to the head or you go to the bottom. All right, now there's something else we could do. So what we'll do is we're going to delete the contents. We'll just right click on that and we'll delete the image. Now what we're going to do is this. We're going to put two sections inside. We're going to do something like this, and what we'll do is we'll come to this section, which is intersection, which is two sections. I'll put it here. Then for the background, now what they did was to use an image as a background. So we'll click on this top here, edit section. So we're editing everything. So what we'll do is come here and we'll see background, and we're going to click on the image. So I'm just going to so let's just repeat what they did here. So I'm just going to insert this. So I'm showing you basically from scratch how they actually achieve this first page, which is called the hero, how they achieve this hero. All right, so we've done that. So we're going to click on section again, which is this, and we're going to come to layout. The next thing I'm going to do is I'll make this full width, okay, to expand it. Then on height, I'll make it fit to screen. When you click on fit to screen, it becomes big, okay, just like this. And remember, we added 2 sections here, okay, and okay, so there's this thing. I think the image came with the text, so for this I'm going to change this image. So I'll just click on this section and we'll come to style, and I'm going to change this image to something else. So let's just use this one here. I'm going to insert it. Now it changed. Now the next thing I want to do, I want to make it dark. It's a bit brighter. So we're going to be using this called background. We are going to be using what's called background overlay. Okay, so we're going to use this, and I'm going to be using the color this time around, and I'm just going to use black. All right, so we've darkened it. Now one of the reasons that we're doing this is to be so that when we are adding our text, it will be visible. All right, so we'll come back here. Now remember, we added 2 sections here, okay? So for the first section, we're going to be adding a text. Now second, they added 2 sections, but they only added a text on 1 section. Now why is the reason? Because the alignment of the text, they just wanted it to be on one side. Now if we're going to use a single section, the whole text is going to cover the whole screen, okay? So the idea is to make the text one side. So I'm just going to copy this text and I'll bring it here, and I'm going to paste it here. Now the next thing we're going to do is to make the text white. So we're going to style, and we're going to make it white. Then we come to typography, where we'll be able to change the font if we choose to, but I'm just going to leave it that way, and we increase the size of the text. Now also we can change the width to make it less thicker or more thicker, but I want to make the line height, I want to make it a bit space, let there be space between the lines. All right, then that's it. Now if you notice, this is what they have here, and this is what we're trying to achieve, or something more different. We can increase the text, or we can make it a bit smaller. Now we can also make this side bigger and this side small. So it's just something you just drag, and we'll come back to the text, to typography, and we'll make changes. Now this is nice. Now if you choose to add other text, you can actually do it. Now this is called the heading. All right, so we can add just little text below it, the text editor, and we're just going to copy this below. Okay, it's also a dummy text, so I'm just going to leave this like this. I will just make it white. So this is how we make different changes to our website. And when we update this, we'll come to the front end of our site and we refresh. Then you notice the changes will really affect the front end of our website. And wow, I think ours is even looking better. Like, it's looking a lot better than so sorry, it has not loaded finish. It's looking a lot better than this. It's looking a lot better. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come to the back end, and we're going to delete this section, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Now there are ways. Like I told you, this whole section controls everything within. All right, everything within. Now this one just control everything within here, and this controls the contents. So we can just choose to delete this, and it only deletes what's here. Now if you choose to delete this one, it deletes the whole column. All right, now if you choose to take this out, it takes everything out. So I'm just going to update this, because personally I prefer this hero than this one. I prefer it a lot. So I'm just going to refresh this. And this is beautiful. Honestly, this is beautiful. So you can also do well to check all that pages and make your changes. So before I call this a close, and I hope you got a lot of value from this, I'm just going to show you this. Now this is a site. You can view these changes on different devices. So where we come to responsive mode, and we're going to check this on a desktop. Wow, I mean, not on the desktop, so sorry, on a tablet. So I don't really like the way it's appearing. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to click within the text, and we'll click on topography. Now if you notice, it's on tablet, so any changes you make here will only affect the tablet view. So I'm just going to reduce this to, then I try to take this a bit. Alright, so let me see what I can do. Okay, we can basically reduce the text. Alright, so this is probably better. So we can actually view it on the mobile device. Okay, and this is how it's looking on the mobile. We can also change the view, make it bigger, and that's it. All right, that is it. So the view is better right away. So I'm just going to be updating this right now, and I'm going to show you how to change this logo and all. So let's go to our customize. All right, so it will take us to customize, where we'll be able to change certain things about the site, like I said, the logo, and probably other things, and I'll be showing you right away. Okay, so after loading up, the thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be changing this logo and we're going to be changing this logo and other things. Okay, we're also going to be changing this site icon. Now if you look at the hosting company, you notice Namecheap, you see they have this icon. So we're going to be changing ours. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is to go to global, and global basically contains your topography generally for the whole site, the type of fonts you want to use, the color of the whole site. Now if you notice, our color background is basically, it's a white background. We can change that, but if you click on it, look at it. So these are the patterns, the palettes we're using, and you notice the theme and the colors we're actually using for each one of them. So if we click on side background, okay, we're not using any color, it's on neutral. Yeah, the side background is on neutral, while the content background is white. So it's kind of two different things. All right, but I will just leave it like that. I will not want to make any changes there. So basically, depending on what you want to do, but there's no need for me to do that. So the same thing for the button and all, but I'll just leave those like that. Then we'll come back to the header. Now this header is where we're going to be changing our logo here, and this is it. You can see it here. You have your primary menu, which is this, and we have this button. Basically, if you want to use this button, you have to link it up with a page, but I don't want to do that. I just want to make this very simple, so I'm just going to kick it out, and it will go. Okay, so the next thing I want to look at is okay, so talking about the logo, you can click on this logo here, and we select a logo. So I'm going to go to my files to upload a very simple logo. Now if you had noticed earlier, the space for the logo, it's a bit tiny. So if let me just show you. If we're going to use this, you will notice what will happen right away. Now we advise to crop, but let's just decide not to crop. And you notice how it covers everything. So the best thing for us is to actually crop the logo. So I'll just click on change. I just wish they will allow me to do that cropping. again. All right, so we can actually do this from here, or when you click on change logo, in case probably you want to crop an image in the future, what you do is to click here, then you click on edit image. So once you click on edit image, you'll be able to crop that image. Okay, but we'll just select it and we'll move it. All right, so it will fit in nice. It will fit in nice. We can actually do better, and it's still affecting our text. But for me, what I would prefer to use is a transparent logo. Okay, logo without the background. So I'm just going to change it immediately. And that's just it. So you can actually see how it's looking. So we have succeeded in changing our logo. The next thing we look at is changing the site icon. Okay, so I'm just going to select icon, and for this I want to use the complete image. All right, then it will show me the size to crop the logo, which is not going to be much. And if you noticed, our icon has changed. So this is basically the things you can actually do here. We can work on every other aspect of it. Now if we decide that we want to edit our footer, okay, so the header is actually the top and the footer is this. We can just decide to change this logo here, also this one. And I think for this, let me click on this. So we have this text here, then below is the media. I think so, right? So let me decide to add this logo. Oh, okay. Now there's a bit of a mistake. This logo, we actually need to delete it first, and because the logos are actually transparent, we're not able to do that easily. Okay. I think I've done this. Okay, that's better. All right. So you can actually do for those remaining. You want to change for the you want to change the menu and everything. Each one of them is represented by a widget. All right. So we have the company. So we have the social media widget. That is this one. So you can do well to change it and put your icon or your link for your Facebook link here, your Twitter, Instagram, depending. So you just go to your website and copy that and input it right away. So it should be your profile link. All right. So the same with your Instagram and your LinkedIn. So the business project, do you want to edit all this? Okay, depending on what you want, and each one of them is represented by a widget. And the beautiful thing is Astra made it simple. Instead of you to just okay, which widget is this and which is this. You once you click, you go you use your mouse to point above, you see this pencil icon, which means you can actually edit them. All right. Okay, so that's just basically it. Now copyright is our company powered by Star company, so we don't need to actually work on this. This is okay the way it is. So we'll publish this and we'll step back a bit. Now there are other things we could actually do. Homepage settings. So if you notice, it's on static, and our homepage is our home. Then if you have a blog, but we did not create a blog for this site, so there is no need for no need adding this. Okay. The site identity. So it's still the same as your site icon and your logo. So there's no need. We've done actually that. Performance, footer, sidebar. So we'll just leave all this one on default. We are not working with any sidebar. Then basically this is it. Now in case you were creating from scratch, I'm just going to explain something. Like I said, I explained the global for you, which is the color, the button, the container, the typography, which is your font. Your header is basically this menu at the top. Your breadcrumbs, it's for navigation, okay, because we're using Teams. And you will notice any page you visit, you see home, you see a small arrow, that's a contact, depending. So depending on what you want, I will probably, we're not using breadcrumb, and it's best, I will advise you not to actually go with it. So but depending on what you want at the end of the day. So we've published this, we'll just go back to our the front end of our site by clicking on cancel. All right, so let's go back to Elementor, and I just want to make a change one more time. Um, but before I make that change, I want to show you how it will appear in your mobile. Now, if you use Elementor to check, okay, our mobile view, everything is looking nice, but Elementor doesn't get to show you our menu navigation, so we will not know if this whole stuff is actually blocking our menu. So the best place to do it is from the front end of your site, and we can actually do that by going to customize again. And it seems this image did not change, so we'll try to check it out also from here. Meanwhile, let's check it from this side. Let's go to the front end. So I'll just right click on view page and open it up in another tab. All right, so it seems we didn't save this logo, so I don't think so. We did not publish, or maybe we did. Well, okay, so this one actually showed up. So what we'll do is we'll try to work on this again. All right, so we're back to customize. So I'm just going to work on this quickly. All right, so we'll click on the site's logo. And okay, we have a logo here, so I'm surprised why it's actually not changing. Okay, so what we'll do is I'm going to show you something quickly. We'll come back to the front end, and we'll hold down and shift F5. So it's going to be um a refresh. Okay, so if there's any changes, it's going to show up. All right, so it seems there's no changes yet. So what actually happened? So let's remove this first of all, and let's select the logo again. All right, so let's publish this. Now, the thing I said I want to show you is this. Let's just go back. All right, so let's look at the page from the mobile view. Okay, now this is the thing I'm trying to explain to you. Now, if you notice, this create amazing business website is actually covering our menu. Okay, it's actually covering our menu. I kind of noticed this stuff at the beginning when we were still trying to create this page. So what we're going to do is we're just going to come back here. Yeah, I've opened it up. Now this first tab, yeah, we'll click on the whole section, and we'll come back to advanced. And we can come back to advanced. What we'll do is we'll try to so what this means is all this margin and padding actually link together. All right, so we're going to unlink them. Then we are going to push this whole section down so that our menu can actually be unveiled. So I'm just going to do that right away. Let's click on top. Now, if you notice, as we're pushing it down, you'll be seeing the menu actually is showing out. All right, so that's what actually happened. We covered it up. So I'm just going to push it a bit more, and this is okay. So I'm going to update this. Then also for the mobile view, I will also work on something, because if you notice, sorry, on the customize, the text actually big and not well aligned. So I'm going to come back here and we'll try to align it on center. Then we'll reduce the size of our text. So go to style, typography, and we're going to reduce the size. Then we'll also reduce the line height. It's kind of too separate. All right. Now we can go back to our content and we'll align it to the left. Okay. Depending, so the whole thing is it depends totally on you, on what you want, on how satisfactory it actually makes you feel. All right. So all right. So if this is okay, what we'll do is come back. We can go back to the style and try to increase the text a bit. Then we could reduce the weight, or we could just leave it at the default one. And this is okay. This is okay. So if we come back here and let's refresh this, let's check if the changes will be applied. All right, so you notice the when we shift it here, it's kind of, so I'm just going to open this up. Now the space is a bit much, so we can also work on that. So what we'll do is I'm just going to come here. So sorry, I'm going through tabs. Now if you look at the, now this is okay, but the space between this section and your menu is kind of much. So what we'll do is we'll also do the same thing by going to advanced, and first we have to click on this section and reduce it. Now the idea of this whole stuff is actually to make everything work well and everything looking beautiful. Okay, so the text, what we'll also do is we'll bring the text down a bit. So we'll come to sorry about this. For this section, we'll come to advanced. Then when we link this, we're going to push this down. Then we'll try to update this. So I'm just going to come back to this customize tab and I'm going to refresh it. And let's check out the difference and whether we can make any other changes. So this is how you actually create a site. This is how you work on it, and this is how you take your time, so that at the end of the day you're not just giving your client anything, you're giving them world class website that is both responsive on your mobile device, on the iPad, and on your desktop. Okay, so at the end of the day you're giving them good results, and this is what I am trying to show you. Okay, I just hope you enjoyed this class. I hope it actually impacts you very very well. Now the changes actually applied here. So what we're looking at basically is your mobile. Now have you noticed it? This is better. The text is not actually linking up with the logo and also the menu. Okay, so this is okay. This is okay. We're also struggling with something here. Basically, we are done, and I really want to say thank you for taking your time to go through this free class. Okay, so if you're actually taking this class as the paid version of it, then you are just beginning your journey in website design, as I'll be exploring more on other aspect. I'll be showing you how to create a beautiful e-commerce website. I'll be showing you how to create a sales page, I'm going to be showing you how to set up a sales funnel, and I'm going to show you how to set up an affiliate marketing website, okay, and how you can actually sell your products and your digital assets through affiliate marketing. The beautiful thing, I'm so excited, is I'm going to be showing you how to set up your digital courses. Okay, you know how to create a website like this one you're actually taking right now, and you want to sell it online. You want people to buy it. You want people to learn. You want to teach people how to create website, and you want to sell it so that people can actually go to your site and take it. I'm going to be showing you how to build such an awesome site. So if you're not taking this in the free package, really you understand that I actually gave you my best, and I did not say, okay, I'm going to hide this from you. No, not at all. I gave you my best as promised. But all these other one are in the pro pack, and I really wish you could take it. The link to the course is below. You can actually take it anytime. You just pay for it. It's really affordable. It's really affordable. Trust me. So I want to say thank you. And before we go, I'm going to try to change this. Okay, and so that we know we actually did a very good job right here, and every time we spent here was actually profitable. So I'm going to try to change this. So the pro course, like I said, I'm going to be playing some video at the end of this course so you can actually see those stuff. Okay, I don't know if you can actually stay and watch those stuff, because I'm going to be showing you massive and beautiful creation like the e-commerce, the affiliate marketing, the sales page and sales funnel, and the course websites where I'll be showing you how to create awesome and beautiful courses. Okay, so let's try to change this one more time. And all right, so basically we just needed to enable on complete website. So we change this logo. I hope that's it. I believe that's it. Then we'll also change this one. All right, so this is okay. Abby. Oh god, like sometimes this stuff can be funny. Okay, so it has actually appeared. Oh, sometimes when you try to say something like, oh, you just forget some certain things. Now, I wish I could add it to this free pack, this free package classes you're actually taking. So it has actually appeared. I really wish I could add it here, because it's important I say this. It's one thing to actually have a skill of website creation on any other skill, but it's also important that you know how to sell the skill. It's also important that you know how to relate this skill. It's also important you know how to speak to a client. How do you get a client? And I'll be addressing this in the pro class. I will not really get the opportunity to do that here, but I'll be addressing it. I'll be showing you how to sell your course, and basically I'll be offering my ad creation course, where I show you how to create your course, your adverts, even with your mobile phone. All right, I'll be giving you that for free, so you can go ahead creating your ads and everything. So I'll be showing you also how to create a sales page, how to create a sales page that people can go to and view your pack, your plan and everything before they can actually buy your course. All right, so I'm so glad that I've seen you through from the beginning of this free pack to the end. I really love it, and I hope this skill actually impacts you and you get a lot of value from it. So my name still remains Matthew Brown, and I'm still I'm still the host, and I'm the founder of Brands Digital. We enable businesses go online. We take business from the offline world to the online world. We set up structures for business, the social media. We manage the social media accounts. We build websites and applications for businesses, and we create presence for businesses online. All right, we make their visibility. We run ads, and we try to promote and promote and promote. And the beautiful thing is, which I love to say, we enable them get more sales. All right, so do well to create your website, do well to go through all this. My name still remains Matthew Brown, and I love you. So in case you like, I don't think I said this, but in case you don't have money to actually start hosting a website online, or you don't know what to do, I have a free a free course or a free video where I showed you how to set up a local host, so you don't need to buy any hosting plan from any company. From your system, you're able to build and practice and train yourself to when you feel comfortable, when you feel confident to actually go out to the world. But for me, I've given you my best, and I know you are ready for the world. All right, so go shine your skill, go sell your skill, and go get more customers. Thank you, and I'll catch you next time.